Greetings, everyone! Welcome back to more Dragon Quest VIII. I just can't stay away from playing this game. Welcome to the kingdom of Argonia. Apparently, Trudaine and Argonia had a truce set up to wed their first child. What the frig was that? Okay, I heard a loud thump outside. Hang on. What in the world? Well, false alarm. I mean, I even felt like I felt that thing. Maybe there's a cat jumping down somewhere. I don't know, but it sounded like it came from outside. Okay, so back to business. Welcome to Argonia, kingdom of His Majesty King Clavius. That's all you got to say? Alright, let the looting begin. Actually, hold on. No, the bazaar hasn't started up yet. There's going to be a big flea market type thing going on here, where we will get lots and lots of goodies. Let's see, how much is your inn? Yep, I'm glad I went back to the church and slept for free.
Do you know why Prince Charles and Princess Medea were engaged even before they were born?
No.
Well, it's a bit of a long story, but I'm sure you won't mind. Shall I start now?
Okay.
Wonderful! Now, listen carefully. The link between the prince and the princess goes all the way back to their grandparents' days. Long ago, Prince Charles' grandfather hid his identity and set off on a world tour.
Oh, God dang it. Okay, sorry, my controller's a little tangled.
During his travels, he went to the kingdom of Trudaine and fell in love with the princess. But Argonia and Trudaine were on very bad terms at the time. He wanted to marry her, but he never got his wish because of their families opposed the match. They had no choice but to part, promising each other that one day their children would marry in their place. Sadly, they both only had boys, so they died without seeing their promise fulfilled. But then his son, King Clavius, decided that he wanted to make his father's wish come true. So he approached the King of Trudaine and asked that their children be married if a boy and a girl were born to them. King Trode agreed to the idea. Sometime later, King Clavius fathered a son, Prince Charles, while Princess Medea was born to King Trode. So, by getting married, they'll be fulfilling their grandparents' wish at last. Sorry to go on a bit, but isn't that a lovely story?
There's a groan coming. I have to relate to the heroes so much in this game. Yes, junk. You found junk in a cabinet. Junk in your trunk. Alright, let's head back here. Along there.
Break your stuff, fool!
Some free money. Some medicine. What else you got back here for me to steal? I mean, loot. I mean, used to save the world with. A mini medal. Very good. We're about to get our staff of divine wrath. You're very close. Indeed. I'm wondering if that noise that I heard outside could be something to do with. It's not storming out, but it's raining and it's a little windy. We're getting gypped in West Tennessee, where I live, with the snow this year. Mississippi has had snow. Florida has had snow. Tennessee has not had snow. I'm not happy about this. Now, usually we get our snow sometime in February, but still, I mean, we've had like 9-degree weather. It's been stupid cold. Snow could have stuck to the ground, but no, we can't have any.
My master is chancellor to the king. and he's an extremely important man.
Oh, because he's trying to overthrow the kingdom like every chancellor does? What's that guy's name, the monster's name from Chrono Trigger?
Only my son, Lorenzo, is off on a world tour at the moment. It's good to let your children go off and broaden their horizons while they're young. And I have high hopes for him being a very important man in the future.
I don't remember the name. Maybe we've met him already. I don't know.
Steal your crap!
There's a book. You gonna sneeze, Speedy? Go ahead. It's a diary of the mansion's owner. Lorenzo is telling everybody he wants to set out on a journey to broaden his horizons. It's painfully obvious that it's just a convenient excuse to get out of his duties at the castle. Then again, he says he plans to stop by Alexandria to see his fiancée, so how could I say no? It remains my fervent hope that his association with Jessica will knock some sense into that thick skull of his. Oh, that's Lorenzo! The dullard that was trying to hit on Jessica. Oh. Is everybody in this town inbred? I swear. Alright, let's head back out. Yes, today is Explore the Kingdom Day and loot everything. Now, if I look at my inventory after looting this whole place... Oh, where does this door go? Oh, that was the other door. Get out of this place. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. If I get done here, and I have 5 mini medals, I'm heading back to Princess Minnie's, because we're getting that friggin' staff. Righto. Luckily, navigating this town is really not very hard. There's a side door.
Wow, there's a magic mirror in Argonia that dispels darkness? You certainly know your stuff. Still, the royal family employ several magicians, so I suppose it stands to reason that there'd be a lot of magical things here.
Hey, guy. I heard the news about Abbot Francisco and my other abbey being assassinated. What kind of person would kill a man of the faith like that? You ain't met Kafka, have you?
The royal family of Argonia are very approachable, but that doesn't mean that they'll just grant every favor they're asked. But if they were in your debt somehow, then I'm sure they'd try to grant even the most demanding of wishes.
Hey, Goku, what are you doing? You're in the wrong game. Actually, you look kind of like Vegeta.
A royal mirror?
I wouldn't know about something like that. I should go and ask at the castle. You should go and ask at the castle. Right. Ooh, a thing. Fun thing. Aha! A useless item indeed. Oh, there's another thing. Nothing. Hi, buddy, I'm gonna loot your stuff. An iron axe. I'm half tempted to start just equipping the Angus with an axe just so he has something he can fight with. Hey, I found $80. Alright. What you got? Literally, he's got a lot of crap. I mean, he's got silver mail, which is actually really good. Enemies, just spells in general? What? Jessica needs that. I need that. I just heard that again. Alright, let's see. I do want one of these. Angelo's fine with what he has right now. Put that in the bag. That doesn't cost very much. We'll go and get one of these. We'll give that to Jessica. And a battle. See, it doesn't even give that much more. And I know that won't. See, I'd like to get that for Angelo, but we're gonna hold off on that for because he got that free thing. It's really good. But now I've actually got some armor. Alright, Jessica. Put that on. I especially wish I hadn't even bought that coral hairpin. Alright, and then the silver mail for me with my iron armor. Huzzah! Now I have good defense. Let's see, okay, it's time to head across the bridge and talk to these folks and loot these buildings.
King Clavius is an excellent ruler. Under his leadership, Argonia can't fail to prosper. But it's a bit worrying to think of how things will go when it's time for Prince Charles to take over. Imagine him in charge of politics.
So there's already some worry with the town folk on Prince Charles. Another mini medal! Huzzah! Keep those things coming, game. We must gather them all. Loot! Don't.
There's an ancient ritual here in Argonia where the prince has to prove he has what it takes to rule the kingdom after his father. He does that by defeating a rare monster called an Argon lizard and bringing back his jewel as proof of his conquest. If he succeeds, he's recognized as the heir to the throne. It's sort of like a coming-of-age ceremony, I suppose.
Cheese. What you got in your cupboard? That Toyban. Hey, our thing's done. I don't even remember. Literally, it's in the same days that I put this in there. I don't remember what I was making. Oh, that's right. I was making that recovery ring. Okay, I've got that, so I can keep that for later. Okay, now that is defense of 15. What are you wearing? It's paralysis. That's actually really good. And then it's resist confusion. Okay, so we're gonna keep those on because that recovery ring only recovers health when you're walking around, and it gives you 15 defense. But I'm hanging on to it for later because there's a very, very, very good item I want to make out of that thing. So we're just gonna wait until we can craft that bad boy. I don't know when I'm getting that item I need for it, but when I do, I have like one of the best items in the game.
I have to keep my voice down because I don't want to be overheard, but I'm more than a little bit worried about the future when I think of Prince Charles ruling the roost. I mean, it's hard to believe he's King Clavius' son with looks like that. Clavius is so distinguished and handsome, while Charles is just, well, charmless, really. It was just his looks that weren't up to scratch. It wouldn't matter, but it goes a lot deeper than that.
Oh, no.
Every time my husband opens his mouth, he comes out with something bad about Prince Charles. I can see where he's coming from, but still.
Hey, you don't have to like a ruler just because he is the ruler. Kind of like what's going on in the hard times we're going through now. Wow. I need to find me a frickin'... Dang it, what was the thing? I need to find a bandana. I don't think they're sold anywhere either. Let me look that up. That's like the next thing I need to make. I gotta look up 2 items. Hold on. I need to do this in my own time, but screw it. Can buy. Ah. Okay. How's the hermits? And that. Oh, okay. I can buy it. Okay, so I'll be able to make this thing pretty soon.
I can hardly believe it. It seems Prince Charles has been engaged from the minute he was born. His fiancée is the princess of a country on the other side of the ocean called Trodaine. People say she's a real beauty.
What you doing, dude?
There was a real hullabaloo at the castle before Prince Charles had gone missing. Sounds like they've found him now, though. He was probably hoping to get away while everyone was in such a fluster looking for him. But the Chancellor was quick off the mark for once, and had the exit sealed so he couldn't escape. What the heck is this kid trying to run from?
Prince Charles tried to do a rudder to Baccarat again, apparently. That's the first thing he does when he's stressed. He always turns to gambling. Sounds more like a lowlife for Peckham than a prince. What you got? Junk. Get out of my face with junk. No one wants junk. Get anything back there that can loot? No? Okay.
I haven't been able to get inside the castle up to now because Prince Charles was causing such a stir. But I finally got in just now and managed to get a hold of my permit for setting up shop during the bazaar.
Well, that's nice. I think there's like 2 churches in this town. Something. Yep, this is a church. Church chat.
Apparently, Prince Charles is scared of lizards, so he's trying to avoid doing the initiation. What a sorry state of affairs. What with the cowardly prince and the Chancellor's good-for-nothing son, Lorenzo, this country's really going to the dogs. Did you know that King Clavius had an elder brother called El Trio? Well, apparently he gave up his title and everything and left Argonia. I don't know why, though.
You got anything in here I can loot, sister? No loot? I'm out of here. We need more than mini medals. A couple of more. Why can't I just ride my cat through town? What do we got over here? Is this like another enclave or something? Ooh, swanky. Oh, it's a library.
This building is used for big events, but there's been nothing much going on lately.
Whoopee. That's a big pipe organ.
Did you know about the wasteland across the sea to the northwest of here? Nobody lives there. People say that the shrine in the middle of it is filled with the darkest powers in the world. It's a place everyone's been going to for years to perform dark rites, apparently. Well, the kind of people who go in for that sort of thing, I mean. It's a spoony, bard-filled town. What is the point of this? A door to nowhere. Hey guys, what's up? This is the entrance to Argonia Castle.
You can go in and out from the castle whenever you want now. The Prince Charles has been found at last, so the doors are open now. Well, let's get on in there. How we doing? Oh, yeah, we're good.
Argonia Castle opens its doors to everyone, but please make sure you behave properly while inside the castle walls, or I'll stick my helmet up your rear.
I'm supposed to be a maid, but until the other day, all I was doing was looking for Prince Charles. I thought it was a bit of a waste of time looking for him when he was probably long gone, but he was actually inside the castle all along.
This is quite the castle, really. I mean, look at the architecture just on that fountain.
This game is so gorgeous.
Loot! Yes.
Can you believe that they finally found Prince Charles hidden in a barrel of all things?
It must be braver than we thought to endure so many days stuck in a tiny space like that.
I think this comes out around to where I was. No?
Actually, a very strange jester was here at the castle the other day. He sort of appeared out of nowhere. No one really paid him that much attention, what with all the fuss Prince Charles was making at the time. But it's quite a big thing that he was here, isn't it? It's my job to keep the castle safe, so I feel bad that I wasn't more on the ball.
I can't believe I let that no-good jester escape. I've got a feeling it's going to... I've got a feeling I'm going to regret that blunder for many a day. Well, I won't let him go when I see him next time. Not that I particularly want to see him again, of course. I was sure my number was up that time. Have you heard? Seems Prince Charles was so scared of doing the initiation that he hid himself in a barrel. Ridiculous, isn't it? I bet the wedding would be off if the Princess of Trodaine ever got word of it. Yeah? Oh yeah. That was meant to be a secret. Don't tell anyone, okay? Oh, she knows. Believe me, she knows.
A magic mirror? No, I've never heard of anything like that. If you want to know about magic, you should ask one of the royal magicians. They'll probably know what it is you're talking about.
This must be the barracks. Sweet!
There were a lot of messages coming from Trodaine before the royal engagement was announced. But lately there haven't been any at all. I don't know why they've stopped coming, but I have a bad feeling about this. With Trodaine being so far away across the ocean, it's not easy to make contact with them over there all that quickly.
Alright, I think this just goes outside. It's that side door. Yep, this is that side door we saw earlier. Okay, back to the castle. Let the looting continue. Sorry, had to pet the cat there for a second. He's being good. It's a rare occasion. He's been slowing down. He's good middle-aged now. He's just taking his time, sleeping a lot now, being good. But when he's up and awake, oh Lord.
Well, he just heard this, but apparently there's some kind of agreement between Trodaine and Argonia. They say if a boy and a girl are born in each kingdom, they have to marry. The agreement was made long ago. So Prince Charles and Princess Padilla are fulfilling a vow their grandparents made. I wonder what it's like to be engaged from the minute you're born. Do you think they're happy about it?
Well, I know somebody ain't gonna be happy about it. Ooh, what the? Oh, there's a picture, I think, of Clavius. I think it's him as a boy. That is not Charles.
No, that's Clavius now. I think that was him as a boy.
King Clavius' throne room is just inside. Make sure you're on your best behavior and don't do anything to disturb His Highness.
You got it. Knock things over, make a lot of racket, come in like a herd of buffalo. On it. Ooh, there's books. Nothing important. It's a book entitled Agility in You. Many items for increasing agility utilize the agility ring as a fundamental ingredient. Take Mercury's bandana, that's what I'm trying to make. It is made by combining something that protects your head with an agility ring. It's a book entitled True Tales of the Truly Terrifying. The following is an absolutely true story. I heard it from my friend's sister the other day. About a month ago, she went mushroom hunting in the forest to the east. On her way back, she noticed that something was wrong. Birds were falling from the trees. Rabbits and fawns writhed on the ground in agony. All of them were foaming at the mouth. The forest is usually a place of peace, but on this day it was more like a hell on earth. What fiendish power was behind this devilry? That's when she noticed the song. An eerie and grotesque voice, like nothing she'd ever heard before, was issuing from holes in the ground. Moments later, her sight darkened and she swooned. When she came to, she was back in her own bed. A hunter had found her unconscious body and brought her back to the village. To this very day, she shudders to recall the scene. The worst part, she says, is that she can't get the words to the song out of her mind. Dig dug, dig, dig dug. This stupid mole. Can you dig? It's a logbook entitled Prince Charml's Observation Log. March 23rd. The prince was captured this morning. He had escaped from his room by fashioning a rope out of his curtains. He was undoubtedly planning to head to the casino at Baccarat. The prince remains unrepentant. June 4th. The prince was captured this afternoon. He hid himself inside a barrel, apparently with the intention of sneaking out of the city. He even prepared a special barrel with holes in the bottom, allowing him to move when nobody was looking. The prince can be surprisingly resourceful when he wants to be. He's also someone we're going to want to punch in the mouth every time he opens up his frickin' pie hole. And I am not kidding.
That's Prince Charml's room there. I can't help but worry that he might try to run off again. But if you want to try to watch over him all the time, he moans and bawls like you wouldn't believe. Oh, this job will be the death of me.
Hey, douchebag! The frig are you at? There's Prince Charml's.
I say, who are you? I don't believe you're members of the castle's staff. How dare you enter the room of a royal prince without permission? Do you not realize who I am? Honestly, what a nerve. I could call the guards in an instant, you know. If you don't want to be manhandled by them, I suggest you leave immediately.
Whatever you say, Donald Trump. I'm gonna take your money. Ain't like that, fatty. He's a big old fat kid. It's a magazine called Big Boy Wonderland. Think you're a big boy? There's a secret club out there, and it may be just what you're looking for. We can't reveal the exact location here, but believe us, it's well worth the trip. If you happen to find it, make sure to ask for Puffy. She's dynamite with a short fuse. Rawr. Just lie back and let her work her magic. Believe us, you've never felt a pair like hers before. Oh yes, snuggling between them is like paradise on earth. You won't want to leave. I don't know what they're talking about, but it ain't a woman. Hey dude, what's up? The view of the town from the top of the castle is amazing, isn't it? It gets even better when the bazaar's on. You've never seen so much hustle and bustle. Oops, I'll be in trouble. I'm supposed to be making sure Prince Charmles doesn't leave his room. That's right, that's the prince's room. I think this is the king's room. So make sure I explore every nook and cranny. It's a pet peeve of mine. Okay, nothing back there. Alright, let's check out this room. Somebody's room. Must be the prince's guard's room. Seat of strength. Huzzah. No powder, Renee powder. Money!
Both King Clavius and his older brother Eltrio completed the initiation with no fear whatsoever. But Prince Charles is such a coward, whining on about how lizards are so scary and frightening. He should be ashamed of himself.
Let's see, does...
If King Clavius' older brother Eltrio had had a son, he'd be the one doing the royal initiation now. But Eltrio gave up the throne and left for Argonia, so leadership passed on to his younger brother. As Prince of Argonia, Charles has no choice but to complete the royal initiation, even though he can't stand the sight of lizards. He's a wuss.
It sounds like the prince can't stand them, but I absolutely adore lizards. They're indispensable when it comes to black magic. It's hard for us royal magicians to understand why the prince is so afraid of them when we have no problems with them whatsoever.
Because he's a loser, that's why. Wait a minute. I almost thought they had like a Final Fantasy I reference to the Black Mage there, but nah.
A magic mirror? Yes, I've heard of that. There's something like that among the royal treasures, but I can't be sure. Even if it is here in Argonia, you'll need the king's permission if you want to borrow it, or even lay eyes on it.
Appears to be the diary of a female royal official.
Of course, I never go anywhere without wearing my scholar specs. They're simply perfect for an uncommonly quick-witted girl like me. But my hat? Oh, it's a disaster. So hideously uncultured. If only I had a hat that reflected my superior intelligence as well as my spectacles do. I suspect that I could combine the scholar specs with a hat to make the perfect piece of headwear, but I simply couldn't bear to sacrifice them. What to do? I lie awake at night fretting about it. You know, but it isn't easy being a beautiful genius.
Okay. What's in here? Ooh, loot. A munchie hole. Cloak of evasion. How much agility does that give? There it is. Well, it just increases ability to dodge enemy attacks. So it just increases evade, period. Okay. I think I am going to put that on Jessica. Because it won't lower her defense down that much. And it'll give her a buff. Put that on. And I know it can be used in a thing. Let me look at recipe. Robe of Serenity. That's a stupid thing. And then Dark Robe. The Dark seems great. I would like a Dark Robe. There's Dark Robe. Ooh, that's a nice one. Only be equipped by Yangus. I need a Devil's Tail. I can make it. Good with the Yangus. I still like the fur poncho though. Yangus is such good. Okay, here we go. Alright, guys. Well, next time on Let's Play Dragon Quest VIII, we're going to talk to the king, figure out what's going on with Charmels, what we can do to help, and see how we can get that mirror. Later, guys!